Hello, YouTube. So, cheers to me because it is now officially 13 months since I stopped combing or brushing my hair. It's been crazy. I'm just going to share a little bit of my thoughts about what it's like having locks and just a couple of things that I've learned along the way. Yeah, let's start. So, one of the first things, totally out of the camera, I apologize. I'm also eating right now. Vegan chicken curry. Obviously, there's not actually chicken in it, but it's amazing. Who knew soy could taste so good? Anywho, so yeah, 13 months of no brushing. There's something on my foot. Just gonna wipe that off. Sorry. So yeah, 13 months of no brushing. I used to have a ton of like beads and wraps and everything in my hair. And then I started noticing, and like these are like the last two to go, but you see how this one's like a really straight one, and it's much longer than the rest of them? Can you tell? Most of my hair has shrunk up a lot. Like for example, this one stops here, like chin level, and this one comes from like right about here on my head, but further back, and it's just really long in comparison, really skinny. And I realized that it's because by having the bead on it, it's not letting it shrink up as much as it'd like to. And I'm going to show you what happens when you leave a bead on that's too tight on your hair. So I left this one on for this video, but let me just take this off. And I'm having a little bit of trouble because my hair is grown around it because it's been in there for a while. There we go. Yeah. So that's where the bead was. You see that tiny little spot? Like, yeah, that's great. It's super knotted and stuck together there. But then you've got like these two bulbous pieces all over it. And like this one's super skinny, so you can't see that much of a difference. But I have other locks. Let me see if I can find one right now. No. Well, anyway, I have other locks that I had beads on them for so long that like in one spot, like the whole lock's like, that big, and then one spot's like this. And like that's just not cool because it makes your locks super weak. I can't find it right now. My hair's a mess. My car broke down recently, so I had been staying at a friend's house, obviously disconnected from like my regular maintenance routine. So I've been using a different shampoo than I normally use, and my hair is like super duper dry from it, which is super crazy for me because, like I said, I freeform, but I shampoo and condition. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, I don't do that, but the way my hair is and my texture hair, for me personally, is better if I do both. So my hair has been super nuts, and like I think because I've not been doing the same things I usually do, it's gotten a lot more shrunk up. And I mean, obviously that's like normal in the locking process, but like I can show you. And of course my front hairs still won't lock up. They're kind of just loose and nuts. But whatever. Yeah, I can show you them. Can you see? You can't see anything. Okay. This guy doesn't know where he wants to go. I just usually toss him back. But yeah, I still keep this bead on because a friend made it, and I heart him a lot. So this little thing stays in my hair. And I have a couple like that. And then like right now, I only have one wrap in my hair, and it's right here. I did that. Let me part my hair over so I can show you why. Okay, so that's it. And if you see there's like some hairs that want to connect, this one's already a beast. I like this lock a lot. Let me take that bead off. I like this lock a lot because it's just my big boy. But it's a beast. And at the root, it's quite thick. And I put this one down further from the root. I didn't make it super tight. I didn't want it all knotted like this because I don't want that tension on my head. Like, who wants that? But what I didn't want is all this little baby hair growth that's not locking, that just wants to curl. It has a tendency to like spiral curl around this one. Now I don't really want all of this attached to this because you see how that pulls immediately. Anytime I go to tie my hair back, it's going to suck. Oh, I just realized my gauges aren't in. Oh. Okay, I have no idea where they're at, but okay, I'm sure I'll find them. But yeah, so I don't want them to pull because that kind of sucks. One thing that's really funny is like I can't go anywhere in public without comments on them now. I used to like be able to walk around, people just thought my hair was a little uncombed, a little ratty, I probably had a night of drinking or something. Nope. Now everywhere I go it's, oh, are you trying to dreadlock your hair? And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's in the process. I'm doing it freeform, yada yada. Oh, well, you should really go get it actually locked up and go to a loctician. And I'm just like, thanks. I never want to be mean to them because, you know, there's a lot of miscommunication and a lot of myths about locking up your hair. And I don't like using the word dreadlock, although I know that that's the popular word for it. For me personally, it's just like there's nothing dreadful about my hair. I love it in every state that it's in, and it's locked. That's it. So when people talk to me, I kind of just explain to them why I'm doing it, and then I either get like one of two responses. I either get the, oh my gosh, man, that's so killer, you rock, keep doing you, and I'm like, thanks. Or I get the, oh, well, that looks nasty. And I'm like, well, it's a good thing you don't live with it then. And just keep on trucking. I'm going to take a break here and eat. If you've never tried vegan curry, it's amazing. Please do yourself a favor and try it. But yeah. So now that's out of the way, I'm just going to show you a couple of them. I know in my last videos I kind of do like this whole thing, but I realized with the lighting you can't really see it. So I'm going to do my best to like actively show you my hair. And it's nuts, if you can't tell. There's pieces that have gotten super, super short. Like there's some in the back that are still really long. This one comes from all the way in the back here. I don't know if you can see, but super long, still reaches down my back. Mind you, my hair started when I stopped combing my hair, it was down here. So like right at my hip bone, you know, waist, hip, you know, yeah. And now the majority of it, because I don't really count like these little scraggly pieces because they're just pieces that haven't gone up. I know they're going to shrink up. I know that they're not going to stay that length. So for the majority, my hair is right about here, right above my chest, like right at chest level, which is actually huge because I think in my like 10-month video, my hair had actually, most of it had shrunken up to my chin. And some of it is still shrinking up, like I have pieces like that. And this one's funny. This one, I fell asleep, right, on my friend's couch because we were watching movies super late, and I was just like, oh, I'm done. By the way, I'm good for that. If we ever hang out and it's like after 9, if you put a movie on, I will fall asleep before opening credits are done because I just don't stay awake. But yeah, so this one, I fell asleep and it was like that. So because I was like on my side here and it was like looped up, it flattened. This was not flat before. And I mean, I'm fine with it, it's whatever, but I think it's so funny that it flattens to that much because everything had gotten twisted up and pushed together. So now it's flat and like wide. And I mean, I'm sure it'll round out eventually. I'm not super concerned about it, but I just thought that was funny because I can see like how certain sleeping habits form them. Like that one does that all the way up. Let's see. Let me get you a good one. So I show this guy in all of my videos. When I first started locking my hair, this one was like super straight, and now it's not like at all. It's got this piece coming off the side of it. If I turn it, you can see this piece up here. There's another little loop up here. And they just keep making their way up and up and up. And I have one, I can't really show you because it's so close to my scalp. But like right at my scalp, there's like this big old loop. And it just sticks out. And it looks really funny when I tie up my hair because I'll go like that. And like I'll go to tie it up. And yeah. Oh, that's another thing. 13 months down the line, you know, I can no longer use a regular hairband. Like this is my hairband. It's the only thing that fits in my hair, and it is the circumference of my arm. Because if I wear it on my wrist, it falls right off. Does not stay. That's not a thing. So I wear it on my arm. So I constantly have an armband. Just to compare. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you what a real hairband looks like. Okay, back. Awkward because I can never tell if my camera actually starts or not because I record on a laptop. I know not the best way, but whatever. So yeah, so this is a regular hairband. Oh, I love that there's white back here because you can like actively see. This is a regular one. This is mine. Like, if I double mine up, it's the size of a regular one. So mine is actually like twice the size. I just think that's hilarious. I can't even put my hair up fully without using two hands. Like this is how I actively put my hair up. I brush it back. And then if I do this, I never get it all. It's ridiculous because like my one handful is only just the top. Like everything else back there is still kind of cray. And I can't, like even if I use two hands, like you think I have most of it? No, missing a whole side. So, flip my head over. I brush all these out. Or not brush, but you know, rake. And like these, this is about where my bottom locks stop. Like I have all this excess hair here, but I'm not going to tie up my hair by those little tiny strands because that's how you damage your hair. And I have really thick, healthy hair, and I want to keep it that way. It may look a little crazy, but that's all right. It's healthy. Like it's not damaged. It's not broken or anything. And I try to maintain that. So flip my hair this way, which means I can only put a ponytail about right there, which is not super high, but not low either. And then take my armband. I take from the sides first, because that's the only way to keep them covered. And then I take the top ones and I twist them around it. And right now, I've got like a crazy bundle of messiness on top of my head. And I'm like, the only reason I'm able to hold it with one hand right now is because the top parts are wrapped underneath and around so that it like holds it up. And then I take this one and push it through. And push it through. Ta-da! I have my hair tied up. And it's messy, but you know what? It's up and my job never complains. Let me see if I can get it out. Yeah, that's what happens. So, most of the time, I just leave it down though, because I like it down. Like, if I'm not working, I have it tied up so much for work, so if I'm not at work, I'm just like, yeah, dude, I'm not tying it up. What else? I have to say, also, with it being locked up for so long, it's been like, there's been definite ups and downs. Like, there have been times where people will talk shit about my hair, and they'll be really, really mean and nasty. And I try to be a really positive person, so I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. But sometimes it gets to you, especially if it comes from family or friends, and that happens. It happens. All I can say for anyone locking up or anyone just going through this journey, even if your locks aren't freeform, even if you got them done at a salon and then you chose the neglect method, all I can really say is just stick to it if it's what makes you happy. Like, do it, you know? don't worry about pleasing anyone else, because 10 years from now, what's it gonna matter? Like when my locks are fully mature, it's gonna be the journey that got me here, and it's gonna be about me and my emotional growth. It's not gonna be about what people said on the streets. I could give a fuck less about what anyone thinks about how it looks, or the whole reason of me starting this is to escape the vanity of perfection and this stereotypical societal image of pretty. I don't care what you think I should look like. This is who I am. This is what I see when I look in the mirror, and it's what makes me happy. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. I think I'm done for now. But yeah, I'll continue to update you guys. And for reals, if there's anything that you want to ask or you want me to talk about, let me know. This is all new to me, and I'm learning as I go. But this is life. Oh, also, random little tidbit. I threw out my back at work yesterday, and I can stand, but I can't do much else. And that bending over to tie up my hair was excruciating. And I honestly think that I'm gonna go lie down in an Epsom salt bath and then go to sleep.